Hello and welcome back to pattern making with Let Morris. We'll be going on to straight into making the pattern for this dress. Went through it in the previous video, and the things that we need, the tools that we need is our blocks. As I said, we always start from block because everything we make from the block, the front and the back and the sleeves. So these are the pattern. I've pre-marked out the front and the back. We're going to put the sleeves on the side because we're going to come back to the sleeves. So I'm just going to be starting on the front so we can put the back away as well. So this is the front that we've got here. I've pre-marked it out and I've got all the information on. Now that I've done that, I can put my block away and I'll just run through it with you. I've created my new neckline, which I've gone back about 2 inches. You could do it 1.5 inches. It just depends on you. When you look at your design, you've got it in your head what you need. I've gone back 2 inches and I've reshaped the neckline. And I've also created my style line for my yoke. This section is called a yoke. I've colored it in. So I've got my yoke and I've created my panel line, which is from the yoke, and I've taken it to the bust dart into the dart line and down here. So this is this section because I'm transferring my dart into my seams. So I've got this section, which is the yoke. This is the center front section. And then this is the side section here that I've shaded it in here. And I'm going to transfer that dart so it comes into the seam, and this is the bottom half of the skirt. I've tapered it in 1.5 inches, and I've also put a little line where I want the tucks to be on the skirt, and I've also put some lines in here where I want the tucks to be on the yoke. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to trace off this section, trace off this, and trace off this section, which I've already done, and I've got them here. So this is the yoke section. If I put that back on here so you can see. So that is the yoke section, which I have traced off, that piece. And then the next piece I've traced off, which is this center front piece here. This is this area across here. I've traced them off, so that those are the front. And then I have traced off the side section with the underarm dart, which is that section here. So I've actually literally gone down this line and I've followed it all the way down to that one, and on this side I come down that line that I've put in there at this side of the dart and down to that side. So those are the 3 pieces that I've traced off here. Center front, the side, this is called the side bit, and this is the yoke section. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create the yoke, and on my yoke I've decided to put some little pleats, some little, you call them tucks, right? These tucks here. So I've got 4 of them. So I'm going to create 2 of them because I've got, I've only got, that's not on the fold yet, okay? So I've just got the 2 on that side. So when the pattern is completed, you will see that we've got 2 on both sides. So I could put these bits away for the moment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slash up to there. So that's where I want my tuck to be, on that line. So I'm just going to draw a line straight through to the neckline and one up that way to the neckline like that. So that's where I want my tucks to be, going that way. So once I've decided that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slash up on that line to nothing there, up there. So on my lines that I've drawn, I'm going to go like that, slash up on those lines here that I've got. I'm not cutting it all the way through like that. And then I've decided on how deep I want my pleat to be, and I'm going to make these pleats 2 inches. So the depth of my pleat is going to be 1 inch when it's finished and folded back. So once I've decided that, I am going to now create my my pleats on my paper. So on that, I've got a straight line here. I'm not putting it on the fold yet. I'm going to create my pleats first before I put it on the fold. So straight line, I'm going to bring that up to there. You sellotape it down, or you can put a weight, or I'm going to use a bit of prick stick. I'm bringing that center front right to that line that I've got there, like that. And I'm going to now open these lines that I've got 2 inches in the space in this where I've created that. So I want to open that out 2 inches, and I want to open that out 2 inches. So you got to measure it, your 2 inches that you're going to put in there, okay, or 1.5 inches. It just depends on you. So you open them out, and then what we do is